in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Hello. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Awesome. I think I forgot to turn off the mute button. Hi again, everyone. So, in this episode, we're finally gonna start coding. And in the previous one, it's supposed to happen, but unfortunately, it took me so long to set everything up, and I'm just getting more familiar with all the tooling. So I would you to excuse me for that. And yeah, let's go ahead. I prepared more understandable, thanks to AI, structure of how our streams are gonna look like and what are gonna be doing this stream as well. So I'm just gonna walk you through the framework, basically the basic framework that we prepared last stream, and I did a little changes, and I actually made it available online, so you can all follow it and have access to it and even contribute if you would like. It's currently on my GitHub account. I'll put it into the chat right now, and later you can find it on the social network accounts that I run. I'm trying to also interconnect all these accounts right now as much as possible, but it's still very early, even though styling yet. Everything will happen eventually. So let me share with you the link. And I actually connected the chat here, hoping that's cool as well. So you feel free to write something in the chat, but please keep it polite. No strict rules yet, but I'm gonna be banning you. Yeah, so let's go through this framework basically, and we can start. Let me remind you what we're doing here. Basically, our streams are gonna consist of seasons and episodes. Each season is representing a long-running project or application that we're gonna be building. We are gonna start the first season right now, and next seasons are to be discussed for the future. You will see now why, because I only came up with like I only decided with what I'm gonna build first, but all the next seasons content will be decided by you. Basically, what we're gonna build on the season 1 is an app called, I changed its name from the previous stream, it's called the StreamSaga now. So this is basically application that allows you and me to just propose stuff for the stream. And like basically it could be some features, it could be some projects, could be even like solving your bugs in your code if you like. And all of it will be going to database, and everyone will be able to log in, and each login represents a vote basically, and you can just vote for whatever you like and you want to see in the future. So I created a tagline here, it's called "Every episode forged by you." So this is true. Basically whatever you guys would like to see, I'm gonna be building that. But also, of course, I'm not gonna be obeying you completely. I'm not proposing any kind of full democracy here, and I will have much more voting power in this system, and sometimes I can just veto whatever I want, and we'll be doing that. But yes, mainly it's just for to collecting the feedback and collecting basically your interests and working on them. So yeah, each season is an application, each episode is an individual stream. So this one is season 1, episode 1. You also have it here, beautifully written. I don't know if it actually bothers you, just let me know. I would like to make it more beautiful. I did not much time to do it, to be honest, but next time probably is gonna be much nicer. And yeah, and so basically every season starts with a season planning episode. It's not gonna be episode, but it's basically season planning time, which what we are gonna do now and partially doing. And each episode is one stream. We will start with episode planning. It will define what we try to ship today. We will see our season goals, chat proposals, and StreamSaga votes once it exists and once it's built. And also what we're gonna do, like the biggest idea, which is actually not clearly visible now here. I'm gonna have to work on that as well. Are frameworks. Frameworks is basically a constantly evolving methodology of how we approach different parts of the work and how we're gonna be working on different categories. So it's like a list of rules, of notes for ourselves on what to pay attention to, and how to approach particular problems, for example. And categories will include architecture, DevOps, DeFi, trading, security testing, debugging, reverse engineering, and over time they will be more concrete. And yeah. So as I mentioned before, season 1 is a StreamSaga where every episode is forged by you. So we're gonna build a web application that lets viewers to log in, to propose ideas for the stream and next episodes, vote on these proposals, and we are gonna be able to use it live on the stream for the decision making. And today we are starting with episode 1, which will not only include the implementation, but also we are gonna walk through a new software. It's new for me, probably not new for some of you, but I wanted to try it for a long time already, and I thought that it's gonna be perfect to do it on the stream live. So I never opened it yet, almost even did not read anything about it, so it's gonna be a complete surprise. And yeah, so the approach is gonna be, we do the PRD first, which is a description of what we expect from our application. Basically it's written user stories here, but it's not gonna be user stories, but it's more gonna be like just a description of what we have, how we propose stuff, what exactly do we propose, how the voting system works. We are gonna do some first UI sketches, and after that we will go through the installation and opening of the Google Antigravity. Hopefully I like it, and we will continue working with it. and we can start implementing something today with it. If not, I'll just switch back to Copilot, I guess, and we will just follow it and follow as I usually do. Yeah, and of course, episode 2 is not clear yet. Like, I think it's gonna be like, I actually don't really want to plan that much, like, and be that strict for the episodes. We will see later. Maybe I will change the concept. And right now, I just want to go with the flow, kind of, and which is what I'm usually doing in my life. So I just want to share experience, my development experience that I usually face and do. Yeah, and the season 2, of course, is completely undecided yet. So this is gonna be a result of our voting, I guess, and some feedback. So okay. So let's go. Let's start with the planning of the StreamSaga. I think let AI do everything for us. For the stream, I created new accounts for everything. So some of my regular stack is not available yet here. So I have this basic version of Gemini. I hope will be enough for us to do something with it. Otherwise, I have here on the side like Copilot with many of good performing models which we can use if something goes wrong here. But I think it's tuned more for the agentic use or for basically coding use. But we have a chat here. Maybe okay, called ask now, and maybe it will help us. So what we need, I think we need some place to draw or some place to write. Here is the PRD document for StreamSaga, and let's start. How do we see this? How do we approach this? So basically, this is what framework looks like. I think we are not gonna be like fully writing down the frameworks right away. We will just go with the flow, and then I will ask AI to do summaries and update stuff after the stream, and yeah, I'll just update it here, and it will be always available here on the GitHub. Yeah, so basically let's think and discuss together what it's gonna be like. So definitely we need put some notes here. We need authentication, and generally I think, like, initially I wanted to use one database. Let me find its name. Yeah, this called HelixDB. I think they have a hosted version, or maybe not. Maybe not. Then probably we will not use it. Okay, this is a cool thing that I also wanted to try, but I guess we're gonna leave it for later. Just write it down, because I don't want to walk through the hustle and setup of the local instances now yet. So let's use something that's available. I think we're gonna use Supabase. which is free and a really nice platform that I'm using for the last half a year at least, and still getting used to it. Did not use many of its features, but some of them, yes, some of them we are gonna use for the first time today or next episodes. And yeah, let me just show you what it has. Probably you don't know about it. So basically, it's a wrapper. It's like a Firebase, but open sourced, and or it's like basically a small cloud, small open source cloud, which has everything out of the box. It's like I don't know when they started, but I only learned about it recently when I started to dive deeper into AI development. And like now, as most of the companies, they position themselves as a AI development helper, AI development solution, and so on. I don't know if it was a case before, but yeah, it helps with AI a little bit with this section. So basically, it's just a wrapper on the Postgres database, and you can query everything with the HTTP requests. It has really cool feature with availability of the database via API. A little bit like I have never used Firebase in production, so that's why it's a little bit scary for me to use this one. I'm like always cautious, especially with the RLS here, which is like basically rules which accounts can access which data, which accounts can get modify data, and like I just don't trust it. But it's also, like I said in the previous episode, I'm a little bit conservative, and I'm doing that for a long time, and I like developed this habit, unfortunately, to be conservative and some stuff, especially these important stuff like database authentication and shit. But now we need to, like I told myself that I need to be more proactive in this kind of things, and basically just try new stuff, even if it's not like perfect, even if it has some security flaws or whatever, or I don't understand it fully. Like we will just consider the level of how serious it is, and how yeah, basically we just won't be putting like any money into this, and for now, and we will set up some quotas or something like that, so we can limit like our rate limits, so we can limit the usage and so on. And also I understand that doing that on stream is also something different from building like closed box stuff, right, when everyone doesn't know like your IP addresses of your servers, and the API keys and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be challenging and interesting. So basically, yeah, I just yeah, I started about Supabase. So basically, it's a wrapper of the Postgres database with some additional features which we're gonna see later. It's authentication system built in. This is why I want to use it like mostly, because it handles all the hassle with the authentication providers that are out there. Edge functions, which is basically workers or like serverless functions, have never used them, and it's interesting to try one day as well. So if you have any ideas how to, you want to try them, or you want me to try them, you will be free to share it in the chat or later in our new super cool app for voting. And it has a storage, so it's basically like storage buckets on Google or Amazon S3. I think it even has S3 compatible API, which everyone does apparently. Cloudflare also has this real time. This is supposed to be like the best feature, and to use that you need to be yeah, basically what is that is that instead of like having having to query all the data all the time, like sending requests and getting responses and update your data. You can just subscribe to your data to your database in real time. It will be updated, and that was made possible only because of this RLS stuff, which I'm afraid of, but we're gonna use it anyway. Let's see. I'm not planning to do much of the coding myself as well. I want to delegate everything on the AI, so it handles that kind of stuff more or less good, but there are a lot of security flaws. Yeah, I guess we will see that later. That data API, yeah, so this is what I was talking about, that Postgres database is made available through the RESTful API for you, which is really cool. You can query stuff. You can also make a complex queries, like you can include the relations, do joins and so on. And yeah, and one of the coolest features why I first heard about Supabase is this vector database. Is basically a plugin, as far as I understand, for the it's a plugin for the Postgres, which allows you to generate embeddings for the data and then perform a vectoral search over this data. And this is what we are really gonna need in our project. I would like to use that. Haven't done this yet ever, so this is also new for me. Okay, let's go ahead, log in, and start the project. Outer else. Okay, I haven't received the email from them yet. I don't know why. Okay, now I have it. Okay, I'm in. We have to set up our organization. Yeah, it allows you to create free projects, and there are some limitations, like the machine type that is available to you, and the quotas, of course, like the rate limits and everything. But it's quite big, to be honest, because I'm using free plan for a couple of projects, and it's still like working for free. Many stuff actually right now do that. Probably the attention of users and the users themselves are quite expensive now, and companies basically need to invest so much into free tiers to just keep users on their platforms. Yeah, and also if you are not doing any requests to your free project, then they just automatically pause it after 7 days of inactivity, and whenever it's like whenever you want, you can just go and unpause it again. But if it's gonna be paused like for at least 30 days, then they're gonna completely delete it. Okay, so we want to work on our project. Let's just use name everywhere, project name, StreamSaga, database password, start. Save it here for later use. So what we have here is the database viewer, basically everything you want: tables, functions, triggers, enums, some policies, and so on. Authentication, this is the most interesting part. This is where you can like manually create users with login and so on, and also you can use third-party providers for authentication. Is quite huge. Yeah, here we will pick something that's easy to set up for the beginning, but then we can switch for something more rich, or like maybe we can just even add a couple of different providers at the same time. Second. Yeah, since I'm new to streams, I'm gonna be like, taking these chats separately. Because I only put the Twitch chat here, and yeah, this is a bed of my cats. Sometimes they're gonna go streaming with me. Let's see if Twitch is an option. So all of them, they require some.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can theoretically use Twitch. I really don't want to make like email logins available, but enable email providers change. If they handle it by themselves, probably we can keep that as well. But I think no one uses this anymore. I mean, everyone loves to log in with their existing accounts, but it also depends. They require too many permissions for you, because today I wanted to set up this chat and I found one of the most popular projects that do this, but they required so many permissions from me to log in. I got scared and closed it and found some completely open source solution. This is like just a plain URL with my account, downloaded everything automatically. Okay, so we can do email and we can do Twitch, and I think that's gonna be the beginning. Yeah, this is a document documentation that I'm actually preparing inside the same repository that I shared with you in the chat, and that will be available on all the descriptions and social channels. So feel free to come back for a review of it anytime. And also we are gonna have a different for each season and maybe even episode, we are gonna have different documents. One of them is gonna be the project description, one of them is gonna be the to-do, of course. I love them. They always are filling up and never getting emptied. The beauty of development. And yeah. So it will be publicly available. To view, gated with authorization, to propose and vote. What data is it gonna have? So I was thinking that yeah, actually, well, also one thing, now I will just do a short manual description here. Then what I'm gonna do is dropping all this stuff to the AI and see what it would propose us, maybe some changes and so on and adjustments, and then we will finalize it. Actually, I'm just trying to delegate as much as possible of my work to AI. This is not because of laziness, but just because of efficiency, and it actually is very helpful in many things. Of course, I do manually review everything because I don't trust the models that much yet, but I think they do a pretty good job. We can trust them this stuff with the additional supervision. Yeah. So initially I wanted to have just one entity, which is gonna be called proposal, and then later we can enrich it with different metadata and categories. Because, like, to be honest, don't have like a clear vision yet. Now we will maybe generate it with the AI on what exactly is gonna be there. Like, I think it should have some kind of topics. Okay. And the proposals will be related to topics. User topics, we will have like title, I guess, for now, or maybe, yeah. Or you know what, we can make an additional related to topic. It's also related to topic. It's also related to users, and topics are only gonna be related to admin for now, but we can also relate it. Why not? Purposes. Users will have I don't know, whatever Supabase will require. They have like a basic model for users which you can use directly, so we are gonna use that. And they have also metadata which we can utilize to put custom stuff in there. So what we will do is we have a role, and I guess we can just use default for the everyone, and something like admin. Yeah, so let's do some user story planning. We open the website, see the list proposals of topics and proposals inside. We see the votes, we can search through them, and looks like enough stuff for now. So features. What I really want to do is the search, because this will allow us to, like, I actually hated searches for my whole life. I mean, implementations of searches, because they always require, like, it's always seen there as a rocket science to me. And since the beginning of this year, I really wanted to try the vector that we discussed here about the Supabase. So I wanted to try the vectors, how they work in reality, in practice, and this is what we are gonna be doing here. I want to have a vector search and see how it works, and also we will use that feature as well to basically search for duplicates. Yeah, so whenever user creates the proposal for something, the system will go through the whole database and search the duplicates to make sure that it has never been proposed yet, and afterwards it will just show the related items. Yeah, show related proposals, or potentially related proposals, and allow your not continue if, or basically to proceed to voting directly if proposal, similar proposal already. So search perform vector. Okay, so yeah, we open the web page. We can perform search. We can see the topics. We can see the proposals, and then we can authorize, right? Guys, check the role and show additional features for admin, and create proposal. Oh, let's just write what are the scopes of the access must be for the to use these features. for search, you must be no auth required. Search. I don't know why I don't have the auto completion available here. It would have helped me a lot. Browse. Dashboard as well. Authorization, authorize, yes. So additional admin create and what we are gonna create topics. Quick authentication start. Admin role is required as well. Checking for duplicates here, I guess not. Let's have this. So voting. Scope is authentication. Okay, I have some questions. Why you didn't like? Well, I only I did not have much practice with it, to be honest, and the one that I had practice with scared me so much, and I did not properly use it much. So I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just sharing my feelings about stuff. Probably they're good. Have to figure out. I have to check out myself. Well, yeah, but I was trying to avoid it as much as possible. And I successfully did that my whole life. And but now I'm more open-minded for this kind of stuff, and I'd like to try, especially like this vector search. I think it's gonna be nice because I like the idea behind. Okay, so we have data models here. We have access available to view. Okay, so you see it's unstructured, and I'm going now with the it is structured a little bit, but still not ideal, and I'm going more or less with the flow now, just putting all my ideas into one document, which is like a complete chaos. And this is why exactly I wanted to create these frameworks, because later when we are gonna be working on the new projects, we already will know, okay, we need to come out to think about the access, about the data models, about the features, and about the authentication and so on. So these basically high-level sections are gonna go into framework afterwards. But yeah, probably I'm not gonna be spending time to writing them here, wasting your time for that. But I'll let AI do this after the stream, and it will be available, and I will keep you posted. on my social channels. And yeah, so what we have here. Yeah, by the way, I really wanted to make sketches or like prototype for the AI for the UI, but and I know there is a new Figma Figma now or something like this. I haven't had it set up, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use it like directly right away. And if not, we will improvise, try to use a couple of already existing tools like V0 for example, and if it will meet our needs full, we will just keep it like that. If not, we will just proceed without it, I guess, and for the next time I will be more prepared with the prototyping tools for the UI. But usually, to be honest, like when vibe coding like this, I'm just not doing that at all. But we now want to move together from sandboxing applications into like more production grade applications development, and I want to share the experience and the flows how to do that. So of course, ideally, we need to cover all that parts and phases as well, like for example, the DevOps will be there for sure. This is like one of my most lovely topics, and you can imagine, like I already showed you a couple of DevOps tools before even started coding. So yeah, we're gonna do full cycle at the end anyway, so don't worry. How many people are watching across the platforms? Is there anyone from Illuminati? Unfortunately, Illuminati is not telling me, but together we have 13 viewers now. Cool. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. So okay, I think we are good to go for the beginning. If I forgot anything or if you have any ideas, of course, I would love to hear from you in the chat, as we are doing it live, so it's also your stage. You can perform here with my hands if you want, if I would like that as well. Yeah, and right now I'm gonna feed this to AI and ask if we forgot anything. So what I like to do, new interface. Okay. Anyone knows how to switch that to the tree view? Let me just. They changed the icon completely there. Maybe I was the only one using this feature. Okay. Have you tried to one-shot this document instead of typing it all by yourself? I was thinking about that, to be honest, but I decided to start slower. You know, like to have some kind of control at the beginning, then to just lose it. So yeah, I would love to do that next time, of course, one-shotting it. But for now, yeah, let's just, I expect many viewers to also be like unexperienced with the development in general, or like very little experienced, and one-shotting everything is cool, but also it's important to understand what you do. So this will be like manual, like demonstration of how to do it manually, but yeah, we will one-shot it now as well. Okay, what I like to do is just adding stuff to stage changes to all the time, because sometimes these AI agents are getting crazy and they just they just break stuff. So it's like give me a little bit of control. Of course you can commit, this is much better, but if you don't want to commit, you can just stage stuff and then see the changes afterwards. So let's ask the AI here. And I actually started using recently the voice input, so now I can wipe code like this, completely sitting on a chair. Okay, please review. Oh my god. Hello. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna be doing that. Something happened with the sound, and when I started using my microphone, I need to figure out later what's that, so we don't waste time now for it. But yeah, I'll type it manually with my hands. Review the PRD and give advice for improvements for the not for but make it. Also answering the same question, haven't why I'm not one-shotting it. I'm not doing it because it will take more time for me to review it, I guess. But yeah, we will try, we'll see. But most of the time, yeah, if it's like too much AI generated stuff, and since I told you I like to still keep and have control over things, then I don't want to just, you know, review like bunch of bullshit and then just remove most of it. So let's see what it proposes here. Structure and clarity, the brief overview purpose, top StreamSaga voting platform community feature tracker. Sentence would help. Okay, that's right. Give the comments right away. It's an app where team viewers can in and vote, propose and vote, and first developed live the next years. Second, data models need more fields. The user email, Twitch ID created at it. Topics. Yeah, okay, this is created at, of course, is a basics. I didn't want to do that. Here, but okay, let's add it. For the users will have a model on Supabase fix, can have a title created at, maybe it at, why not, and deleted at or archived. Will be I really don't like to delete stuff from anywhere, so I used to actually not implement delete at all, but now I'm just implementing like archive function, which is not removing the data completely but archiving it, and we can yeah, so we can just, you know, mark it as archived. So if this field is present, basically then it's archived and it's not shown. Topic tag, okay, user ID or whatever is there on Supabase for it. Next, proposals. Should we do descriptions? Code count is not needed, I guess, because it will be in a separate table, and we will just calculate it on the fly. Kind of partial view. Let's just have title for now. Like this. Every entity will have created, updated, archived at, which will have more from Supabase. I have title and PRD. Same with the proposals. Those will have proposal ID, user ID. Okay, logic gaps. Vote model clarification. The vote tied to a topic or to a proposal. Current model says topic, but the proposal feature. Only be available. What happened after voting? As yeah, proposal X votes gets approved. Doesn't matter now. Duplicate check behavior. What's a similar threshold for vector similarity? Oh, this is a cool question. Well, I have never used that, so I don't know. I don't know. Propose something. And describe why you next, add the basic user flows, user signs it, browse votes. Okay, smart. But we've kind of done this already here. Okay, you can create these flows by yourself. Keep in mind that anyone can see dashboard, browse, search, and browse. Only you can vote, propose, and vote. Only admin can. Only admin can. What admin can do? Create topics. Okay, next one. No edit delete. Can proposals be edited? Can admins delete spam? Good question. From one side, if we allow, like, topics can be edited, let's say topics by admin. Proposals, I don't think so. Like, you can remove one and create a new one, I guess, because like you can like create one proposal and then change it to something else. I don't like that, so always think about security. This is what we need to put into our framework as well. I'll just make some here so I don't forget. So proposals are editable. There can remove one, and deletions are allowed, however not from the database, but from the are allowed, however not from the database, but just marking field value. So what can we actually delete? Like our entities, users. Yeah, we will do the GDPR and other stuff later, of course. Like users are not gonna, we are not gonna handle all any private data, and for now I won't be handling this, but yeah, of course for the future, yeah, put here as well. Lines. Yeah. It's of course very important to think about stuff like this, especially if you like build within the strict jurisdictions. Like I spent many years building in the unrestricted jurisdictions or like non-Europe jurisdictions, and they were super easy, and I was only reading like tweets about how painful the development is in Europe, and now I'm facing it myself. I'm building one application which has to comply with all that stuff, and this makes things much harder. Thanks to AI, it's not that big nightmare as it used to be before. Oh yeah, I see something in the chat. I'll come back to you guys in a while. Let me just here. So we can, what we can delete. Users cannot. Topics can be deleted. Proposals can be deleted, and votes can be undone, unvoted. So you can archivable or deletable entities are topics. Rate limiting, any limits on proposals per user? This is a great question. That's why I need to use AI, because this thinks sometimes about security before you do, and was not the case half a year or 1 year ago, but yeah, now luckily models are getting smarter and considering that stuff. Well, I don't know about rate limiting, to be honest. It definitely makes sense to put some. And also, I think we need some kind of checks or captcha against the bots. Propose something. Also consider bot security against bots. Something like captcha. Add the text tag section. Okay, that's cool. Text tag. And prepare for the next one right away. Oh my god, you don't see actually anything. I forgot about that. Okay, let me move, because I have the left part of sorry, I have the left part of my thing useless. Should have mentioned that. Yeah, wow, now you can see what I'm writing here. Hopefully I can make it green. Okay, and status open, closed, archived. Okay, let's make it. Okay, now will be the interesting part, tech stack, and let me all the chats. Okay, so you should add feature when you launch voting app. Team Sylvania and Ricardo Milos will start dancing in the corner. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I'm gonna be doing. I'm sorry. Well, okay, some internal jokes there. Yeah, good idea. We can do like some fun for that, but let me first finish with the branding for the channel, and we will probably come up with something related to that, so it's like somehow you know, seamless. So okay, for the tech stack, development or will be Next.js. I liked it recently a lot, so we can work on that. And Supabase. Supabase. Let's say exactly we're gonna need the vector search authentication mail deployment. We will perform deployments on Cloudflare, I think, because Supabase does not allow anything, and I don't like Vercel much. It seems to me too complicated. Maybe I'm wrong again. Like I'm, of course, being conservative again here, but I like Cloudflare, and recently I started to use their serverless features, and it's all free, and it has also a huge free tier, which is like more than enough for even production applications. I actually use it like for years already. I don't know how many years, more than 7 for sure, and all this time like almost never had to pay for it because it just actually very the free tier is actually very big. Okay, for deployment, Cloudflare workers. Let's open next. I'll explain later what's that. We will put it into our DevOps episode or DevOps part of one of the episodes. Oh my god, it's already 7:13. Maybe I will make it a little longer because I did not even try to open the Antigravity yet today, so we are just working on the project description. Okay, let me see if there are any feedback on the chats, and I will go ahead. Start it now. Okay. Okay, stop. I forgot something. Said bottom line. Should have said it at the beginning. The biggest issue is the vote relationship topics versus proposal. Clarify that first. The rest is mostly adding a few missing fields. I'm actually using the Opus 4.5 here. It's a recently released model. I've been using it for 2 days now, and it's amazing. Like the best model I've used so far. Luckily, it goes now with the $10 subscription. What is it? As a 1x here. I don't know how long will it last, but go ahead and use it. Also, usually I'm using Code Fast 1 when I don't need model to think too much, when I just need it to work and do whatever I say and however I say. This coding model is the best. Disruptor Mini. I also tried it yesterday. It's actually the Microsoft's tuned GPT-5 Mini, like fine-tuned to the coding, I think, and it's very bad. I didn't like it at all. So yeah, these two are just my my most favorite models for now. Okay, let's describe the relations that it was asking about. Biggest issues, both relationship topic versus. Okay. The relations. Oof, I almost lost it. Crazy, like if you press arrow up here, it just disappears. And many times I already lost this. Second. Entity relations. Topic created by proposal that user attached to topic. Quote user attached to proposal. Else. Yeah, but now that I'm thinking about it, it actually would be more interesting to just one-shot this kind of stuff. Let's see. Let's try next time. Maybe. And then just go, like one-shot it and maybe review what it's in. We'll see what's the difference, what we like more. Okay, so I updated the PRD with those keys, paragraph. Um, so just double checking that it did not hallucinate anywhere. User review dashboard as a topics, search topics and models, vector search, browse individual topics pages with login, proposal for submitting test threshold pretty similar exists said vote on any proposal, one vote per proposal, hit own proposals, of the lead archived at, move own votes here, I don't know. Alt indicate titles, status, proposal, maybe ban users as well, but okay, let's later. Course Code counts. Okay, we're gonna work on that later. Search public. probably we need some kind of caching here, because like I don't know how fast we are gonna reach the limits of Supabase. So let's put that in our to-do list, because it's a thing for later. First of all, allow feature admin and another security feature cache for the search, or how to not maybe research. Wait, here. Browse topics. The proposal. Vote. Why can't you? Okay, figure out later. Maybe we don't need limitations for voting. We definitely do need ones for proposals. Okay, maybe something voting. Or you know what? No. Optional require account. Oh, account age. Require account to be 1 plus hour old before proposing. Password to okay. So this one. Apply all these changes and see what's the UI gonna look like. Okay, you know what? I've heard that it's Google Antigravity that we wanted to try out today. Actually does have a browser feature and so on. So probably let's just first feature is ban. Yes, exactly. This is the nasty world we live in, and sometimes required measure. So let's maybe go ahead to this Google Antigravity, because I cannot postpone it any longer. To be honest, we can maybe, like, you know, try to one shot the app UI with the mocks right away, and let's just go with it, and instead of like million times of preparations. So this one. I'm gonna launch it separately just in case any private info, and my operation system is already. Oh. Welcome to Antigravity. Let's get set up. Next. Wow. That later. And the importing stuff. Fresh. Force dark. Agent-driven development. Terminal execute. Turbo. Okay. No, I don't want to. Agent assistant. Off. Review driven development. Oh, this is what I like. View policy. Like, yeah. I was thinking about that, to be honest, and especially like I wanted to also on one of the episodes try out the Cloud Code in full turbo mode, but of course I'm not crazy to do it on my laptop, so we're gonna either like rent a VPS or do it in Docker and see, or maybe do both and see how it works with full permissions on. Because I definitely don't trust AI to run commands uh, on my machine. Like trusting it not doing that on the background is already a huge step, but like allowing it to run whatever it wants, definitely a crazy idea for now. Especially with no like restrictions on the operation system side. So yeah. Review policy, request review, agent decides, always proceed. Yeah, okay, let's see like the most restrictive way now, and then we can just automate it more. JavaScript execution policy, always ask. Yes, use default allow list for the browser. What is that? Okay. um Normal. What are those? Salt, Python. Line. Interesting. To use my interaction data, of course not. Okay, recording and selling extent. Okay, so yeah, just a VS Code. Selecting a model. Yeah, they did not put the Opus 4.5 here, unfortunately. Let's try with what Gemini 3 Pro allows. To planning. Okay, let's see what here conversation. Agent can plan before exit. Use for deep work, fast agent. We need planning for sure. Now let's start with creating like long-term plan our app, and or maybe let's right away wipe code the UI. Why not? Let's just copy paste this description that we created here. Pre-prompting. prepare a plan and implement UI mocks for the app right below. Okay, let's go. Wait, to open. Actually uses some of the projects, some of the settings from the VS Code, which like unexpected projects here. Okay, let me open a new. So usually, like, I actually wanted to see what does this agent offers, how it works. You can see it started thinking. I hope it will stay here so we can review later what did it all do. Because one of the things that I wanted to include into the frameworks and also in like show you here and also use in every project is the rules, basically, which is a huge thing to optimize the agentic development efficiency and basically like, you know, it's kind of tweaking the agent, and most of them so far used to be like not that smart completely by themselves, and they had to be guided. And now I was hoping that this agent is different, probably it just handles everything by itself. We will see. If not, we will get to that later. And write it down here. Get for the future. What we need is yeah, okay, let's see. Comments on artifact. Select the content within the artifact to leave a comment for the agent. Wow, this is nice. Nothing new but cool user experience. Let's see. We can. Oh, amazing. What I'm using the most. Yeah, so we probably should have started actually like what was proposed here in the chat. With the just one-shotting this and making comments on the flow. But yeah. So it was thinking for 5 seconds. The chain of thoughts is available here. You can review it and see if it goes in a good direction, if your prompts make sense to the model, and the created implementation plan. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like in my rules, I usually have to like force the agent to have implementation plan, to get it reviewed by me, and then once it's approved manually, to continue on the implementation. But see here, I see that actually it does that already by default, which is amazing. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have implementation plan here and tasks here, which is like crazy. Haven't seen doing that. Like they did, but not the way I saw it, and it's like almost similar to what I was doing by myself. Okay, progress updates, expand all. So first it's exploring directory and creating initial artifacts. Have anything here yet? So it's like some kind of metadata which is not stored on the I guess. You know what? Let me just Create a repo here. Oh wait, no idea. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that maybe these implementation planner tasks were saved like as a hidden files, but they're not. So they are somehow in the as a metadata right now. Means easily losable. So yeah, let's see. Storing directory and creating initial artifacts, edited tasks. Okay. So here is the chain of thoughts for the tasks as well. And you can see the file. And the same for the implementation plan. So let's review the plan first. I've created the implementation plan for this StreamSaga UI mocks. I will initialize a Next.js app and build the key pages with the mock data to demonstrate the design and flows previously viewed. And okay. Amazing. So goal description, tailwind CSS, it's okay. Note this plan focuses on UI mocks, the backend integration, and will be mocked client side. Or problem. It will use create next app, and yeah, whatever it is, see it. We need to prepare some games for the time while we are waiting AI to finish the work we will be playing, because this is what AI allowed us to do: automate our work, live a life. Okay, so it wants to call npx create next app. Looks safe to me. Let's go. Interesting also how it's working with the console and the terminal calls, because Copilot used to be very bad at it, and it was like losing context. At some point it started to catch the IO stream and was able to like wait until the long time taking task finished, like this one for example. Or does it require any okay, so it requires input from me to install following packages. Okay, proceed, no problem. Okay, so it should be more like this, I guess. Now to take I mean, I guess it's implied that the anti-gravity is being used for true vibe coding. By the way, I don't see the audio input button, so didn't they implement it yet? It's gonna be pity because I just started using that. Okay, one step requires input. Where is it? Okay. That was the problem before. Saga because of okay. Okay, so now it generated the basic Next.js application and wants to install some packages. Yeah, I think they should work more on this progress UI, because like it just says generating, and I see here new files appearing, which means it's doing something, but still, like, for me, rating looks like it's stuck, because it usually does. um oh, okay, so there is some progress here. Just find it. Okay, it's made by default for people who don't care, and they just go and okay. One step required. Okay. This is completely unclear. I like, yeah, you see, it's not visually highlighted in any way, and hard to tell that something is required from you, so you could just stuck like that. So probably it was uh, like kept in mind when they were developing it to just have it fully automated in the turbo mode, but that's not for me for now, at least, for sure. So they even didn't check the UX here, or it could have at least like started the server for us, so we can just go and do something. Because apparently implement, no, not. Okay, okay, I have to do gravity for now. Oh, you know what's interesting? One of the things that um one of the things that I usually do, and I think this is like very, very important, most important than implementation plan, but like they did that already, the plan, which is cool. Plan and tasks, cool. What I would like to see is the database of the knowledge about the code base. This is also what I was manually doing all the time. So basically, whenever the agent writes a code, it must somehow record somewhere the structure of your code base and the reasons behind some of the decisions that it made. Because the more, like, right now we're doing this small project, but the more project grows, the more like complex it becomes, and there are like many files and many approaches, and you need to like reason all of that. And of course, when a person writes code, what it does, it just goes through all of it, or maybe it's like read some documentation if persists, and tries to do the same. And here we need to have exactly the same development experience for the AI agents, because like if you won't guide them, they will start just doing whatever they want. And this is what I don't like completely. I think this is like one of the most crucial parts, is to have these rules, and we need to figure out how it works in anti-gravity here, because and these rules must be all the time up to date, um, with whatever changes are happening in the code base. So usually what I do is I keep, like, for the like mid-size projects, I keep the architecture.md file in the root, like next to the readme, which contains all that information. But to be honest, it's pretty like, I mean, it's not enough to, like, whenever the project grows, there becomes so many rules and reasons behind the decisions that it's just a one huge file, which takes like a lot of context from the model as well, and it's hard to read. It needs like several iterations to read that file, and yeah, so I was trying to come up with like some better approach. One of the things I found is developed by, or like actively developed by GitHub or Microsoft, we can say. Wait, 1 second, I'll find it just to show you, and we can check it out times. It's called a spec kit. So basically, it's like a spec-driven development approach where you have all your changes, like everything we did right now, but especially the technical decision, technical architecture. It should be written down somewhere. And available and easily searchable, so whenever the AI agent wants to build something new, it doesn't need to like read the whole book of your documentation, but it just goes, you know, and very like efficiently reads only the information that's related to that. I was actually thinking of implementing, like, I haven't found anything like that yet available, but I'm just starting to explore now, so maybe you will show me something. But I was about to build that for myself, because this architecture.md is not enough for me anymore in many projects, and I need to grow that knowledge base. And yeah, okay, maybe that's for later, but we definitely need to keep that in mind even in this project, and I would love to do that. So I will write to do for myself here to not forget. Okay, so let me see what's in the queue for the support. You can add additional commands on the go, even still processing. Oh, nice. This is cool. I think they recently added that also into the attribute. I haven't, because like I'm still afraid that it won't catch everything. But yeah, good catch, thank you. I will try doing that. Hidden run command under by experience. Yeah, definitely. The Google guys, they're all technical. UI as a last step, but okay, let's see. It's actually was done already before. Let's see. Okay, so it's running, but oh, Antigravity would like to use the browser. Up. Ah, so it will have own browser. Gravity agent. This is one of the features that I was excited to see. Works. Install the extension to get started. Okay, cool. Actually, I was doing something like that by myself. Like initially, when I just started vibe coding, I wanted the agent to be able to like browse through the DOM, through the HTML that's rendered, and to be able, you know, to like click on a particular element in the UI and say like, okay, you need to change that or something like that. So I wanted to connect the React DevTools together and create MCP for it, but probably they just solved it. Let's see how it works. No sign. Needs your input. Nice. It blocks. Navigate. Always allow. Look, always allow by default now. Oh, thank you. Will allow you by default. Or should I? Okay. Doesn't. And I think I know why. Same problem that's maybe not happening with the tailwind that I was fixing. Okay, so what does open the capturing screenshot to get short page. Okay, you can see the screenshots here. Opening URL in browser. What does it? You cannot see what exactly it wants to open. This is definitely a place for improvement. Okay. So I guess it like just open the topic page. So as you can see, it automatically tests it. Well, if it works only with extension, I guess we can just always allow it. Be otherwise a pain. So it just tests everything it implemented. What an amazing feature. I wonder if it's possible to automate this actually, and how expensive it is, because this is like what is testing of my dreams look like. That you just run the script, it runs the app, performs all the clicks, and is it possible like how the I wonder what are the limitations, how expensive it is. Because like I used the screenshots before flying, but it was eating so many tokens. Okay, progress update. Starting dev server, verifying UI with browser tool, capturing UI screenshots. Oh, we have the walkthrough here. Amazing, that's what I was expecting to see. Okay, so my hopes were not broken and disappointed. This is definitely a huge step forward, but the price is still interesting part of it. Can we like wipe code indefinitely or like that, or okay, have completed implemented capturing UI screenshot, capturing remaining screenshots for final screenshots, have complete implementation. Okay, so basically I guess you don't have to read all that. Like I'm just trying to understand how like how to say how rich is the data in the logging system that it's showing you, so you can like prompt debug yourself, kind of. You can see like what are the mistakes in the communication that you did with the agent, which is like in ideal case in with AGI and shit it should just be automatic, of course, but Yeah, but now we still are not there, and it looks to me that you just need to read the walkthrough at the end. So let's see. I have successfully initialized this StreamSaga application, made it high UI mocks. Okay, so the cool part is here. It's actually the design supposed to be like that, I guess, because it already saw the screenshots. It's just minimalistic, I guess, because you know I've tried to use Tailwind and Next.js like from scratch with the models before, and all the time there was an issue with CSS and everything looked like ugly, and I was thinking that initially that models did some ugly job, but I found out that the CSS was just not working, and like for now, to be honest, it seems to me that it's the case. Like, what the hell is this? Like, shouldn't there be something like, you know, this part, this section? But maybe it still has issues. I will ask our agent about that. And it was actually everything in planning mode. So what's the difference? Use the deep research, complex task, collaboration work. Okay. So planning and implementation. Fast is just different thing, or just small changes. Okay. Let me see the thing in the comments. And go with the flow. It also records screen during tests. You can rewatch it if. Oh, nice. Your idea, vibe code from the stream chat message. Yeah. This is just keep this one for the once this StreamSaga is going to live. I like this idea. Let's keep it. Really nice idea. AI commentators. No more beatbacks. Yeah, amazing. Probably one day we will have a AI co-host here that will stupid and slow. I guess they are not stupid already, but they're slow. We'll see. Okay. So what we have here, public dashboard. So shows us nice in that user can view proposal for specific topic. Very cool. Like you used to have to make presentations for that and like to go to your investor, and now you can just generate this and send the PDF and go play Dota. This create proposal flow. Don't even have to test it. Key features implemented, design system from Tailwind V4 integration. Okay, we can even leave comments here. That's nice. Data. How to run. Cool. So we can also submit comments here. And where is the recording? Sure. Can someone help me in the chat? Where is the recording that you were talking about? Not all of them are screenshots. Interesting. Thank you. Maybe it depends on the feature. No videos so far. Okay. Probably it's too easy. Okay, so let's test ourselves. Don't trust, verify. So it opened the new tab for every attempt. This is weird. Maybe makes sense. I don't know. Let's see. So what we have here. Oh, let's first check. Like, I still don't like this logo. So it's gonna be our review comment, mid comment. Does logo have to like that, or it some issue with CS? Can you check? Okay, I will not submit that for now, and let's just test everything ourselves. So what we have here is a search. We type something. I guess the active topics just change or what. And then do them all. Doesn't work. Okay, bad testing. Team mobile apps special items. Models, proposal, topic. I don't like it, but we'll change it later. Title. Oh. Checking for certificates. No proposal found. Wow. We have a lot of re-renders. Upvote. Oof. That's everything. Yeah, so far looks good. Doesn't work properly, but we only wanted mocks. We only wanted to see and see like the vision and it now. So let's question: does the logo have to look that shitty, or is it some issue? Check. User reported UI issues, shitty logo. Identified that CSS variables were defined as channels. So yes, as usual. As millions are spent, billions are spent on training models, but they still cannot solve the only small issue. Whoa. Whoa, now you see it. It looks completely different. And they are still not solving the issue with Tailwind CSS. I don't know, like, either no one faces it except for me, or no one cares. I don't know what's that. But yeah, look, it looks much better now and makes sense. Look, even this beautiful logo here. Oh my god. Now I'm in love with it. What do you do now? Yeah, fix the issue. It was indeed the CSS variable. Okay. And this is like a new walkthrough or what? Or did you change it? Oh. There is a history as well. Oh my god. Yes, definitely. I'm using that. And we'll see like in production how performant it is comparing to the setup I've managed to for myself now. Also interesting about the rules, but yeah, this is amazing. Good answering, good here. Commit before it break everything. Thank you so much. Very good comment. I will. We will also, I will push it actually to the public GitHub repo so you can download it and play with it if you want. walkthrough. Okay, so let's check one more time. Okay, so now we can just go to admin dashboard like this. Topics doesn't work as well. Like he did not test all the features, so you see you cannot fully rely on it yet. Expected, but let's use it as a measurement for the AGI era estimations. And once it's tested all, means we are good to go. Oh, interesting how it looks like actually on your screen. I have this. I need to switch monitors for the next time because like you see here there are borders, but I don't see them actually on my display, or probably I need to adjust settings. Okay, I'll do it later. But yeah, cool guys. So we came up with took us a little bit longer, but we came up with plan, with the project description, with the tooling, discussed everything, and now we implemented the mocks, which are also looking good, and we can proceed with the implementation of the features inside. This is gonna be interesting, but it's gonna be for the next time. And I already changed the schedule and posted it on Twitter. I will also post it on social media. Next week we are gonna have streams 3 times: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Central European time as usual. So I will be waiting for all of you come back, maybe with new ideas, maybe with just good mood, and code together, build together, and explore stuff. I hope this anti-gravity thing made someone as happy as me, or maybe even more, because like I really like it. I was afraid that it's gonna become yet another crazy agent, but this is really cool. I actually skipped like the whole generation of agents, so I did not tried any CLI agents at all. And this is what we are gonna be doing next, like in one of the next, I don't know, episodes somewhere in the future, probably. But like jumping directly from Copilot into this makes sense. This looks very good. I'm also wondering how it's gonna be handling like the more complex tasks. Still issue with the Tailwind CSS, so this is like, I don't know. If you consider it a big problem for models, give me a like. If not, give me another like. I like likes. They help to. Oh, okay. Let me read the chat. You didn't say explicitly test all features. Yes. I also did not say make no mistakes, and it's kind of implied all the time. But I guess models are very strict on the commands. I'll try not to forget to say that next time. To not make any mistakes and to test all the features. But it did not implement all the features, so what we have here is did it use, I was called the chat SDN CDN, I don't know, like this is a new thing. I also used it one time, like a framework to build UI, custom UI components, and kind of popular now, but no, it's not. So probably was just custom code. Yeah, look, yeah, the project already has some structure, and like if we don't document it now, then later it will just become a mess and shit. And like it's okay if it becomes mess and shit, but you need to make sure, like for me, I don't feel comfortable when I don't control code. Yes, we are not here like to cheat code. We are here to make good production grade applications, and need to have control over everything. And like I think like in the future, one of the approaches that I want to try is like complete vibe coding, that like you don't even look at the code. But for this, you need to set up a special environment for your code base, so you like basically test it from the above, like on the another level of abstraction. I think like we managed to abstract from low level coding like 30-40 years ago, right? And now we are abstracting from the coding itself, but that's like comes with an additional tooling, with additional approaches. And I think it's important to set up like a testing system, automated testing system. You need to check like all the constraints that you have, all the features, security things, and so on and so on. So like I think it's possible even now already. It's possible to like do complete like blind vibe coding, but definitely requires a setup around it. So this is probably one of the ideas for future. I'll write it down. Blind coding plus restrictions, boundaries, testing, and yeah, so let's accept everything here. Nothing else. This is pretty cool. I liked it. We made the stream a little bit longer, but we managed to stuff. We managed to test this anti-gravity, which is cool because next days until the next stream I'm gonna be using it already in production. And one thing that I don't like, it has this Gemini 3 Pro, which is like not the best model. Unfortunately, I was expecting it to beat everyone, but unfortunately the Opus 4.5 is much better. I'm using it like for the last 2 days and it's perfect. And I wish they will add it here. Also, completely not clear like what are the limitations here. So like I hope free forever for anything, but of course it's not. I'm sure it's not. And I guess we're just gonna find out along the way. Also, some of my friends told me that if you have like Google Pro account, it gives you more capacity. I'm wondering actually where these like tasks are implementation plan. Here it forgot to create implementation plan. Actually, how do I come back later to this? Get it. Yeah. Let's wrap up for today. Thank you so much for coming and watching and giving support with emojis and comments and ideas. Looking forward to work with you all next time. I will be doing some post streaming preparation here, and I will publish everything that we built. And I'm not gonna be deploying that for now because we're gonna do it together. So don't be afraid, you won't miss anything. And I will not be doing work behind the scenes on that. So we will like walk through the whole implementation together. And yeah, please subscribe everywhere you can. And I'm gonna release the Telegram group as well, Telegram channel, so it will have the news, and later I'm gonna be posting them on more social networks. So see you again next time. Thank you so much everyone, and bye bye.